Sunrise Castle. Roll up Japanese things. Welcome to Sunrise Castle of the exhilarating East. If you roll it right, the cosmos gets a comet. What you need are lots of Japanese things. Ninjas, sushi, and sukiyaki, bullet trains, and kimonos. We have a fancy for classic kind of comet. Give us a Katamari to write home about. Yes? Off to Earth now. See you later. Ah, here we are. Ye oldie candy shoppy. The lady here, like, never moves. Maybe she's a yogi. We meditate too, you know. Oh yes, the Katamari. If you roll it this big in this much time, that would be nirvana. Collect as many Japanese things as you can. We fancy a comet that says Nippon. Roll, Prince. Forget the candy. Roll like a comet. Ah, yeah. The candy shop stage. Luckily, we get to go outside, as we did the last time we played this stage, and we get to get quite big. And we actually do get to roll up people properly, you know, I think it's the first time in this game we get to roll up people. So, that's fun. Ninjas, we get to roll on top of some rooftops. Pretty cool. I'm surprised it doesn't class the Mahjong tiles as Japanese, but then again, it's a Chinese thing, Mahjong. Ah, the Dango dumplings are Japanese. I remember there were enemies in the Mystical Ninja starring Goemon games that were just giant Dango dumplings and they'd just run towards you. Good times. There should be lots of Japanese things on here. After all, the sushi. Tunis. Oh, I could go for some sushi right now. I could totally go for some sushi right now. But the nearest place that sells it is like 6 miles away. And I don't drive. And nobody will give me a lift. My local supermarket, the one here where I live, used to sell sushi, but I think they stopped selling it because people stopped buying it. I was walking in there and picking it up for a third of the price when it was going out of date that evening. Okay, I believe I'm big enough to roll outside now. Because it doesn't pause you and tell you, it is difficult sometimes to work out, you know, when you can actually roll outside. That's one thing I definitely do miss about the other games, is that it would, because it had to stop you, because it had no idea how to program in fancy, sweet transitions. Because it had to do that, you sort of had a designated pause between areas. In this, you have to be looking down at the king and looking at what he's saying, which I'm not always doing, to be fair, because I'm kind of focusing on everything else. So the Japanese stuff in this level is naturally the water yo-yos. You get those at Japanese festivals. Those fireworks will probably be objects that I'll have to roll up when I'm big enough to roll them up. Matsutake mushrooms. That sounds fun. This game like introduces me to things I'm like, you know what? These are all things to put on the list of stuff to try when I eventually visit Japan, because it's gonna happen. I'm gonna visit Japan. I really want to I really want to go there for the 2020 Olympics opening ceremony. Like, that's one thing I'd be saving up for when I finally land a job. One of the things I'm going to be saving up for is a trip to Japan. Get my stuff off the wall. Not working. Okay. You may notice that I don't really do the dash much in this game. That's because I find it very difficult to control what you're doing once you start dashing. Now, the area that was originally blocked off had the sake on top. We can now come through here, and there's a guy on a motorcycle. Do you think we're going to get big enough to possibly roll that guy up? Are we this time gonna get that big? Well, we still got a minute and a half to go. We could, feasibly. Barely anything Japanese around here, though. Ah, those mandarins are Japanese. And those frogs. Really? I'd have considered those, like, frog piggyback banks to be a very Japanese thing. The robo figures I'd have considered a Japanese thing. Oh well, we got weeds and stuff to roll up. Ah, this, we can get onto the rooftop. Wait! We can get big enough! Because we've got partitions here. Partitions are a really lazy way to get big in Katamari. Partitions are really lazy. If you can get big enough to roll up partitions, you can get super big super quick. Not quite big enough to roll up the partitions yet. But we can still get on the rooftops here if we get big enough. Maybe I spent too much time in that shop. Right. Partitions. Now we're rolling up people. And this is a Japanese town, so hopefully we'll get our Japanese objects requirement. There's a ninja and a guy over there. I'm not going to get the ninja, am I? Ninja on water stilts. Yep. Got it. It's not a great score by any means. I'm going to stop reading what he says here because it's the same. Kukuro-sama, Iko-chan. Well, is the Katamari good enough for a comic? You did collect lots of Japanese stuff, yes? We'll make a fast comet with a big tail. Where were you? Oh, that. Give it here. And it's 2 meters, 98 centimeters, 9 millimeters. Congrats! Can we go? Here's what's in there. The top ingredients are Japanese things. Yes, looks like you managed to get us some stuff. Lots of Japanese stuff. Just for us. 92 points, not bad. A strong performance. We love your hard work. You should thank the Japanese doll. Something off kilter. Haha! Odin! The princedom will help you regain that balance. Yay for a star! Woohoo!